Hey guys, welcome to Black United. Welcome to another video. And Espanyol 2, Barcelona 2. And what can I say about this game? I don't know. To be honest, it's very hard for me to talk about Barcelona over and over again when we continue doing the same thing over and over and over again. Because, to be honest, this was an absolute disaster. Again, there was no football at all. Like, the only chance that we have of winning anything this season is not because we play good football, it's because we have players that are very effective going forward. There is no sense of control, ability to create danger other than in moments of brilliance from our individual players, not by a collective. We're not able to push Espanyol into their own half, and it's very disappointing to see this team just not able to do the right things, and on top of that, not able to see the players that I want to see in the field. But anyways, it's time to talk about let's talk about lineups, and then we'll go ahead and discuss how the game went. Barcelona opted to go with Neto Inet, Sergio Roberto at right back, Gerard Piqué at centre back with Clement Lenglet, Jordi Alba left back, a midfield of Sergio Busquets, Ivan Rakitic and Frenkie de Jong, and a forward line of Antoine Griezmann, Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. While Espanyol opted to go with Diego Lopez in net, Javi Lopez at right back, Bernardo at centre backs, Villa at left back, Victor, David Lopez, Marroca and Melendo in midfield, and a forward line of Sergi Darder and Jonathan Caleri. And what I have to say about this game, first of all, is that we just don't have football. We have no sense of football, we have no sense of control. This team does not dominate games at all. We're not able to push Espanyol into their own half. They did come out and press us, I'm going to give them that. This was the first game for Abelardo, after sacking their coaches at the beginning of the season. The latest one being Pablo Machin, who I think is a really good coach. Wasn't able to make Espanyol any better in La Liga. In the Europa League, they're doing a lot better. But in La Liga, they haven't been able to, do well. They only had 2 victories at the beginning of this season, and we were not able to impose ourselves against Espanyol. And I'm not saying that tying against Espanyol away from home it's something to be tragic of, but the sense is that if we had a good Barcelona, we would have not only won this game, but we would have walked off this game. Because they defended well for most of the game. But if you were able to really dominate the game and play the ball really fast, make it move at the speed of light, then things would have been a lot different. And that's the problem, that we keep playing the same midfield over and over again. Frenkie de Jong needs a partner to play with, and Busquets and Rakitic are not either of those partners. You cannot have any more a midfield of Rakitic and Sergio Busquets, and Valverde noticed it. The problem is that he noticed it again in the halftime. It's like we always seems like Barcelona, or at least away from home, there is always something to fix by halftime. Like, it's impossible that we are able to start a game and just, continue with the idea that we started the game with. Because it always seems that there's something wrong at the beginning of the game away from home. There's no sense of domination. Neto today was alright, made a few mistakes here or there in the distribution, but it's not his specialty. He did fine. The goals weren't his fault at all. Jordi Alba, I thought, was pretty good actually for the game. We needed Jordi Alba to come back from that injury. He's been a lot better. Today looked a lot much better like the Jordi Alba that we saw from last season. Lenglet and Piqué were pretty good today, but unless like Lenglet only made that mistake in the goal for Wule, but other than that, it was pretty good. Lenglet and Piqué, Sergio Roberto was non-existent in this game. I thought Semedo, like, you guys know my opinion on Semedo. I think that if you're gonna keep Semedo is a much better right back, and that should be it. I think that Sergio Busquets in midfield with Rakitic is not a midfield that you are able to play. It's just not something that I'm okay with. Frenkie de Jong did have, I thought until the red card, Frenkie de Jong did play very well this game. It was just very unfortunate. It was a rookie mistake. I believe that he has never been given a red card in his life. So it was like, with a yellow card you cannot do that. He lost the ball. He held Jonathan Caleri, and then it all went downtrend from there. Antoine Griezmann, I'm not gonna criticize Griezmann and Messi today. They didn't do anything going forward, but when you don't play when you are not able to do anything, when you play very badly, when you don't dominate games, when you're not able to give your forwards the ball in advantageous situations, then there is nothing you can do, and that is something that is very worrying. Because Griezmann today, I'm gonna give him props. Thank you for doing the defensive work that you are doing every single game. It's very good that you're doing that. I give you thanks. Going forward, you didn't do much. Messi again didn't do much. He wasn't able to do much. And Suarez, I know that today it's not going to be the day to criticize Suarez, because he did score the goal, gave the assist for Arturo Vidal. And I know that overall, they're going to say that Suarez was the best player for Barcelona. And that's just not true. Because the thing is that Suarez, until he scored the goal and gave the assist, didn't do anything in the first half. In the second half, except for moments of brilliance from Suarez, because no one is taking away that from Suarez. Suarez is a fantastic player, and he's a player that is able to give you moments of magic. And in the penalty area, he's one of the best. He's the best striker in the world, one of the best strikers in the world. Doesn't take it away that Suarez is not fit to play 90 minutes, and especially is not fit to play every single game 90 minutes, then over and over and over again. Why is this happening? Why did Ansu Fati and Carles Perez didn't play today? Why were Ansu Fati and Carles Perez in the bench if you were not planning to use either of them? Why was Riqui Puig not in this matchday squad? The problem is that today you could have really used Riqui Puig. Instead of playing with Rakitic, you should play Riqui Puig, Frenkie de Jong, and Arturo Vidal. That's honestly, if I had to choose a midfield right now for Barcelona until Artur comes back, it would be Riqui Puig, Arturo Vidal, and Frenkie de Jong, because it's just not working. Busquets is not ready, Rakitic is not ready, Suarez needs to go to the bench for a few games, Ansu Fati and Carles Perez need to be given more minutes, Semedo has to play with Sergio Roberto, although it's not the biggest issue in the world. Todibo cannot be going out on loan. He's a player that needs to be kept. And it seems like we just have no plan. And like everything that we're doing is based on keeping, the heavyweights, the Friends FC, happy. It just seems like that every single way. And I cannot really get mad at anything, because I'm tired of being mad here or there. I see Lautaro Martinez being such a promising player and being like, hey, I could be excited about Lautaro Martinez next season joining Barcelona. I cannot be excited about that. If he came to Barca for 110 million euros, he will be a flop. He'll be a flop because Suarez will still be here playing in 90 minutes. And instead of Lautaro Martinez, we'll probably go ahead and sign Neymar. Probably ruining the career of Ousmane Dembélé. That I guarantee that. No more Ansu Fati, no more Carles Perez. Griezmann, I don't know where he's going to play. And I've said it multiple times, time and time again. I'm still due to do that video about, it seems like our project is Lionel Messi, come and bail us out. Because other than that, we have no sense of football. We're not a team that's able to dominate games. I'm just sick of it. Like, why was Riqui Puig not in the matchday squad today? He, today, against the Segunda V side, the Barcelona V won today, with Riqui Puig being brilliant. And you're telling me that he's not good enough to play against the bottom team in La Liga? Are you telling me that he's not good enough for that? Like, Artur with problems. Aleñá out on loan. Arturo Vidal, we don't know if he's going to stay or go. Rakitic and Busquets not out of the best form. If that is not enough to give opportunities to Riqui Puig, when is the time? And it's not only Valverde. The problem is not only Ernesto Valverde. Because we know that the board, if they want something done, they pressure to get it done. We know that they pressured Victor Valdez to play a certain style, and that's why he got sacked. So I know that if the board were, very focused on giving chances to the B team, to the B players, to the likes of Ricky Puig, the likes of Ruiz, Carles Perez, and Fati, they will be making more pressure. But they're not interested in doing these kind of things. Otherwise, Cucurella wouldn't be at Getafe shining away. And instead, we spend 30 million euros on Junior Firpo. Why are we doing these kind of things? It seems like there's no project, there's no sense of that anything's going to get better. I think that we're going to beat Napoli just because we're miles better than Napoli right now. But I don't know what Napoli we're going to see in February. We're going to have to wait and see. But after that, are we going to be able to beat a potential Real Madrid, Manchester City, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, PSG? Are we able to beat any of those teams? Are we capable of doing such a thing? Because in my opinion, we're not. We're not a team that is able to challenge the biggest teams in world football because we have no football. I'm tired of saying this, but Barcelona has really good players, has a top-class, world-class squad, but we play some of the worst football that I've seen in years. But anyways, I don't want to rant too much. I don't think it's a bit rant. I'm just tired of watching this over and over and over again. And it's very annoying. But anyways, we're done said and done. Leave me your opinions about the game. How do you think the game went? Who you think were the best, the worst, the good, the bad, and the ugly? Leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next one, Blaugranas.